Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I could run to Fort Draco and basically to safety. But instead, I think I'm just gonna rest here, to be honest, now that I think about it. I keep forgetting that I can just rest on the floor. The only downside, of course, you could run into monsters. But now we can actually head down here. I've been running for a while now, but I kind of want to finish this area, to be honest. Old beaten up sign. I think we've seen this sign, yeah? Because we came in from Vermello, yeah. What do we have here? It's a bunch of tunnels. Ooh! What is this? The weight of incredible age weighs on this tiny cave. It's almost hard to believe there was ever anyone here, but clearly there was. There's a pulsing red crystal resting on the floor, hard to see under the mold that covers it. Can I have that without too much hassle? Is it gonna be cursed? Cursed? Oh, it's not cursed. Is it an inventory item or a quest item? It's an inventory item. Red gem. I actually don't know what this is. I have no clue. I don't remember this at all. That's cool though. Is there anything else? I know I'm being greedy, but... Uh-oh. The remote temple. Yeah, no, we're not doing this. I know this place. It's pain and death. We are coming back to this later. There's a very small remote temple that's sort of nestled in between Fort Draco and the Nephilim lands. I'm assuming they're using the threat of the Nephilim to sort of keep visitors at bay. House Evers. That is of course not what we need. What we came here to do is cross the river to the south. And immediately, I'm not walking into this. As you can see, there's like a trail of special events leading behind this cave. And there's a good reason for that, because if you head to the other side of the cave, yeah, this is the Nephilim stronghold. A very nasty place. With, I believe, 3 levels. It's a 3-tier dungeon. And for shits and giggles, I'm gonna head into, like, the main entrance, which I do not advise you do, because this place is, of course, fortified to all hell. There's no way in, apart from the main entrance. You can peer in the window. There's not too much to see. If you head into the main entrance, however, of course it's locked. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lockpick it first. For starters. There we go. And then immediately you get greeted by a scattering of assholes within like a tiny hallway that's littered with traps. Of course, the door at the end is locked as well. So you pretty much have to get through these traps without fighting while being pelted by magic and arrows. And then even further, you have to manage to like open the doors. So that's a very silly plan, and we're not gonna do that. We are getting out of here. And we are going to run. Yes, run. We are coming back to this, and we are of course gonna enter through the back. Which isn't gonna go without hassle, but at the very least it's a mildly safer route. And if you go further south, of course you end up back in the cave we were. This is the big cave where Dovno is located, where Silvar is located, a little ways to the south. There you go. And I do believe we are fairly close to... Oh, didn't I forget to do this thing? Yeah, I remember this now. I was going to step into the swamp, but I didn't have the Cure All Poison spell. Now I do. So essentially, we walk all the way through. You are on a swampy outcropping in the middle of a large, stagnant pool. The smell is awful. You see nearby a small patch of toadstools. Some of them are quite large. And these are very useful alchemy ingredients. We find like a batch of 3, which is really useful. The only problem now, I gotta get out of here. There we go. Alright, sublime. And now since I'm here, I can't really wander too far west because we're gonna head into like, scaly territory soon, and the scalies are a lot worse than the furries. Those guys have tons of health, they have mages, they have priests, I think some of them even cast like magic from both. And, you know, all around they're not a good time. So instead, I'm gonna go straight down. That's what I'm gonna do. And when I do, I run into a bunch of furries. Beautiful. There we go, as long as I have like the mana to back it up. A Nephilim, thieving bands usually doesn't pose too much of a threat. Yeah, this is essentially the cave we walked in to go into the bandit fortress. However, what should I be doing? I'm not too sure what I should be doing next. Maybe I should just stick to what I know. Cotra, 20 miles west. How about we just visit Cotra and then keep the rest of this giant cave for the future? The main reason I want to visit Cotra is because I don't quite remember what useful stuff it has, but it does have some. How you doing, lads? How you doing? Can I talk to the soldiers? You see one of the town's soldiers, ready for action. What's your name? Tagnar. What's your job? Guarding Cotra from the slits, and the Nephilim, and the Nephirim, and the bandits. Heck, from everybody. Yeah, Cotra is a city pretty much constantly at war. These guys are in the thick of it. So, we best keep on our toes, essentially. Can we sort of walk the town walls? We can, just a little bit. Just not too far. It's always a good idea to do this. I don't remember quite if this first game... Wait, are these normal statues or living statues? These are normal statues, okay. How about this one? Nope. How about this one? Statue? Statue. I don't trust these statues. And I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, Cotra. I do believe, yeah, there's a secret right here. These are essentially, the fortifications around the city. And there's a little nook in the wall here, through which you have an excellent view of the lake. Under the dim green light of the glowing fungus above, you can see a long way. It's a beautiful, but eerie sight. Yes, the special thing about Cotra is that it's located right on a giant lake. And this giant lake happens to have like a couple of strongholds from the Scalies. So it's not the most ideal place, like, to defend. Especially if you consider that Scalies can swim. An archer sits at the water's edge, looking out carefully. He's old and wrinkled, but his eyes seem sharp. What's your name, lad? Elmer. What's your job? Watching the water. The slits occasionally attack from the lake. It's dull, but I deserve a rest. Okay, can you tell us more about anything of that? Apparently not. You deserve a rest, it's true. Look, son, I'm old, but I'm sly. I just came back from a recon mission at the Nephil Fort to the north. Oh, that's where we're headed. Do you have any useful info? He looks you up and down. Hope you're good, if you plan to take on that place. Well, it's pretty much next on my bucket list. It's a fort in a big cave, well defended, but it'd be easy to sneak into. There are narrow tunnels all over. I had an easy time slipping into them. You probably could too. I didn't look around them too much, too many rats, but I bet there's an easy way into the fort. Haha, so what are you talking about tunnels and rats, an easy way? There's an easy way into the fort. How? Do you have anything more to say about that? Y'all damn, buddy, come on. I don't really see any more important keywords. But of course, with the power of foresight, I do know that he's talking about the back entrance that we've pretty much passed. So what else is there to do in Cotra? Ooh, hello. This is a statue of a Ben's old man. When you look at it closely, you see it looking back. Okay, what's your name? It's theirs. What's your job? It's Merg's. Fan-fucking-tastic. All these statues just... giving me the stink eye when I walk by. I'm not hurt at all. It's fine. I don't have feelings. Who needs feelings? A young woman wanders around, preoccupied. She wears a bright green dress and is in quite a good mood. Okay, what's your name? I'm Nance. Yes, it's short for Nancy. No, I don't like being called that. Okay. Why do you say that then? Just say Nance. You know. Let people call you Nance. Normally I trade off days with Elspeth. We own the weapon shop together. This is my day off. Ooh, weapons. Sweet. Can you like sell me stuff? Nance smiles shyly. She's my friend. She puts heavy inflection on the word friend, then watches your reaction. Yeah, I get you. I know what you mean. My very, very close friend that I sometimes, sometimes we touch genitals or kiss underneath the mistletoe. I don't know what the Empire's reason for sending you into exile was, but you're getting pretty close to mine. For a moment, her cheery mood breaks, and her eyes show a cold glint of fury. Yeah. I'm willing to guess. I'm assuming she's not gonna be wanting to divulge anything more. Gotta talk about the reason. Yeah. Well, lady, I'm gonna leave it at that. You clearly have your issues, and I'm glad you, at the very least, are still with your loved one. Maintaining a weapon shop, it can't be all bad, right? I mean, you're stuck on the ground. But still, there's a pregnant woman with long blonde hair behind the counter. What's your name? My name is Jenny. Welcome to my store. What do you sell? Potions. I'm an alchemist by trade. Do you have any recipes? By any chance? Too bad. However, there's a mage visiting who mentioned having some skill in alchemy. He's been staying around the bar. Alright. Thanks for the tip. I'm definitely gonna do that. So what do you buy then? Or sell? She sells weak stuff, healing, curing, and strength. That's pretty good. It's not that expensive either. If you want to feel safe in tackling a dungeon, you can sort of stock up here. I personally tend to play it a bit fast and loose, and generally not buy potions, unless I feel I really, really have to. How about this guy that's wandering around? Just a soldier. The large building to the north is a boatworks. A small craft are everywhere, in various stages of construction. Then when completed, there's a long iron track on which they can be rolled down the lake. Impressive. So, being a city at the outskirts of one of the largest lakes in the entire cave system, of course they'd have a bit of seafaring, but unfortunately not too much because the place is infested, absolutely infested with the scalies. You see a heavy man with a peg leg. He wears an eye patch, but you can't help but notice he occasionally lifts it and looks at something with both eyes. I see, we're dealing with a real art pirate, aren't we? What's his name? He makes a brief R noise. You aren't sure why. R matey, I'm Eduardo. I'm the master boatsmith around here. R. Beautiful. I sell boats, fine crafts fit to sail the seas. Well, the lakes. I've got one ready to purchase. You look tough enough to brave the danger. And a bargain at 250 gold. I do believe that's one of the cheaper boats that you can find in this game. The problem is, you usually need to buy all of them. Because every boat allows you to cross a different section of the map, so. And at any rate, it is entirely way too soon to buy one now, so let's not. You see a teenager. He's busy eagerly working on the boats, okay? I'm Andrew. I'm apprentice to Eduardo. I see, what's your job? Working on the boats, spreading tar, filling holes, and following orders. You do that. How's the boat business? Can you talk about Eddie? Yeah, you can talk about Eddie. His eyes widen. He's good to work for. Doesn't beat me, lets me sleep 6 hours a night. Plus, I hear he was a pirate. Oh, kid. Oh, kid, come on. You don't believe that shit, do you? Can we actually confront Eduardo about this? I don't know if that's a thing. He sighs and makes an R noise in a dispirited way. You've been talking to Andrew. I'm not really a pirate. I got thrown into exile for punching a captain. I just act like a pirate for fun. There's no real pirates down here. The Empire catches a pirate. And then, of course, yeah, it's Gonzo. Luckily, it doesn't seem like the Empire actually has troops underground. Because this place is basically their trash heap. It's a bit crude to say, but you know, it's true. Empires be empiring. What else do we have? Elspeth Arms and Armor. These guys could be useful. You see a lethal looking woman in a leather baldric. Knives poke out from various places on her anatomy. What's your name? Elspeth. Welcome to my shop. Sweet. We've talked to, like, your friend. Can we talk about that? No. I deal in armor and weapons, and if you have any supplies you don't need, you can sell them to me. What with the lizards rounds, business has been very good. Yeah, of course, as soon as we get strong enough to actually fight roving bands of, the Scalies, we will be able to rack in some loot, luckily. However, for now, can we talk about the lizards? Do you have anything to say about that? The Slitterike, that's what they're called. They all live to the west, and they've just started raiding and attacking. Like we didn't have enough trouble with the Nephilim. She looks back at the wide variety of weapons on the walls. It's been a two-front war, but we're holding them off pretty well. Better than some. Do you have anything to say about the Nephilim? Yeah, Nephilim and Nepharim. They're like Nephilim, but bigger and sterile. Don't know much about it, but they're nasty. Captured a bunch of our people last week. She sighs, then starts fingering a knife. We'll pay them back, mark my words. Okay. So there's another band of people that got captured. Maybe we can do something about that. And maybe we can get paid this time. That would be nice, actually, if we actually found a job that we could get paid for. I wanted to ask something else as well. Something about, two-front wars. Or doing better than other people, I guess not. Okay then, so just for information, can we sort of see what you're selling? To compare, leather, bronze, it's not great, but, you know, it does the job. Especially buying a few bucklers might actually be nice. And what about weapons? So she has stone, bronze, and crude shit, so this is not great. If you want decent weapons, you're gonna have to go to Fort Drago. And hand out quite a bit of dosh. What do we have here? City Hall. Ooh, maybe you can talk about problems. A wiry, nervous man sits behind the desk. He has long, frazzled hair and an aggressive bald spot. Can we talk about the fact that you're bald? No. Okay then, what's your name? I'm Paul. What's your job? Being bald. I'm the secretary to His Lordship Major Steele. If you have some business with him, you have to ask me, but he's pretty busy with the prisoner business. You'd have better luck in the library, okay? So can we, that's a lot to take in. Can we sort of go through it piece by piece? Talk about the mayor, talk about Mayor Steele. How about business? Normally he loves to see people, but the Nephirim to the north are holding some of our men prisoner. I'd only bother him if it's really, really important. He's only thinking about the prisoners, okay? So can we help with that in some way? What about the library? What's the deal with the library? Door on your left. Not much there, mostly records. But who knows, there might be a magic scroll. I do believe this is a bit of an in-joke, because I'm pretty sure if you go in here and check the library, you can't find a single thing. But if you head to the library a bit further, in Sylvar, you do find something. And nobody really mentions that, so I do believe that's a bit of a, you know, bit of a bait and switch. I want to believe that's intended. In any case, can we sort of talk to the mayor? A grey-haired man hunches over a desk, muttering to himself. He wears impeccably clean silk robes. What's your name? Huh? Why did Paul let you in here? Go away. But buddy, I'm here to help. Unless you have something very important to say, please go away. Would you like to buy some NFTs? No, apparently not. Okay, so can we ask about the prisoners? Ah, you've heard. Yes, the Nephilim captured half a dozen of our troops in an ambush last week and took them to the fort by the lake to the north. If someone could rescue them and report back to me, I'd reward them. So this is another mission that we could go on to. This one's even worse, believe it or not, than the Nephilim fort, because this place is filled with Nephilim, which are so much worse, like the muchiest and the worstiest of the cat people. So I am gonna have to pass on that for now. The interesting thing about this quest is that you could actually potentially do it without too much hassle. You could go in stealthily, open the prisoner gate, and make your way out without, like, killing half the fort. That's definitely possible, and that's an interesting way to do it. However, I fully intend on killing, like, the entire fort. So I am going to hold off on that. If I can do it in one swoop, why not? Is that everything? I do believe it is. I don't think this place has... What do we have here? Storage. Keep out. You don't say, do you? No, I don't want spells. I want to look in the crates. Nothing. Ah, too bad. What about this one? This game doesn't really have a fully developed crime system, so you can pretty much lockpick all you like. The only times you're gonna get, like, slapped with the old stop right there criminal scum is through special events, or when you, like, actively attack somebody, or I think that's it, actually. The sequel has the concept of ownership on its items, but this one doesn't. I don't believe so. In any case, can we sort of talk to the barkeep? An aging raven-haired woman tends the bar. She wears a grey homespun, which must shave awfully. Okay, that's not really my business. I'm Elizabeth, owner of the Dark Lake pub. Dark Lake? That's a peculiar name. I sell food and drink. Also, if you need a room for the night, we have one out back. Just say the word. On tap today is fine mulled ale, only 3 gold a drink. Room is 5. And you can buy rations, which we're probably not gonna do, but we can have a look at the price, which is exorbitant. 4 gold for 6 food, which is completely bonkers. Never in my life am I buying from you, lady, but can we have a drink? I can always do with a drink. The ale is excellent and very strong. You enjoy it a lot once you pick out the bits of mold floating on top. Beautiful. She doesn't really have anything to say apparently, and I don't need a room, so let's just see if there's any guests. There's 2 people here. You see a man in flowing robes, a polished staff close at hand. He doesn't seem to appreciate the attention. Okay, what's your name, buddy? Koenig. What's your job? I'm here looking for the Crystal Cave, and I prefer to be alone. The Crystal what now? Are you talking about RPG? I'm gonna have to get back into RPG games, aren't I? I haven't really finished them all yet. A legendary dangerous cave, filled with powerful crystals. You hear of it from time to time, and if I knew of it, I wouldn't tell you. Really now? And it's supposed to be closed, yeah? So, if you knew of it, you wouldn't tell me, but you did know, and you did tell, so how much of an idiot are you? Also, by the way, do you know anything about alchemy? His dour face twists into a slight smile. You must have been speaking with Jenny. What I was saying was that a man named Miles just found an interesting new recipe for strength potions. Not at all challenging. If you're interested, he lives somewhere around Fort Dovno. Ask him about alchemy. Didn't I do that already? I sort of remember buying alchemy from Miles, didn't I? For strength potions. I'm assuming weak strength potions. Right, so can I see my alchemy? See alchemy. Weak strength. There's gotta be that one. There's bound to be that one. Skill 4. How much skill does my alchemist actually have? 4. I could make that. Does it actually say what I need? It doesn't. Here we go, here we go. So let's see. We have weak healing. No, we have weak poison, which needs toad tools or spider gland. So we could do that. And the other one was weak strength, for which we need glowing nettle. I don't think I've found that yet. And there's like a man sitting in the corner here, like some sort of edgelord. A young steely-eyed man sits well back in the corner. He's hard to make out in the shadows. He looks you up and down coldly. What's your name, buddy? My name, just call me Asp, okay? That's a bit, you know, confirming the whole edgelord thing. Just passing through, okay? You do that. You know what? You can pass all you like. I don't particularly give a shit. I'm just gonna go. And that's everything to see in Cotra, so this place isn't super interesting. I've been running well over an hour, so I'm assuming I'm gonna have to cut this up into 2 videos. The only thing that I want to do now is head back to Avernum, identify my items, and then see if I can do some training. Here we go. Here we go. I made it to Avernum. Can we sort of identify, please? I found quite a bit of garbage. I found a necklace. Lifesaver amulet. Wow. That one basically does what it says on the tin. If you die, you don't. The only problem is the necklace disappears once it served its function. So if you're really confident about not risking your life, it might be worth selling for quite a bit of money, I'm assuming. Magic helmet. Wow, that's a great find. That must have been a rare drop, holy shit. One, a fireball and a red gem we found in the cavern is a healing periapt, which is an extremely useful healing tool. We got ourselves a steel tip spear, and that's probably gonna be it, yeah. So now let's see if I can equip my dudes and head in for some training. The absolute best thing about the magic helm, not only does it like give you a decent defense bonus, but being magic, it also doesn't have any encumbrance, so you can easily put it on one of your mages. I decided against selling the life-saving amulet, even though that might be extremely useful in the short term, but I'm gonna see if I can tough it out. I'm also not gonna use it. I'm not gonna put it on. I'm gonna see if I can save that, perhaps for the end game. And in the meantime, can we do just a teensy bit of training? I think I know what I want. I think I want some spell points, to be honest. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give Dave a bunch of them. 18. How about 18? It's a start. How about you two? 18. Raven has 20. Sure, that's good. That's good. You suck at pole weapons. You need to get a lot better, unless I give you archery. You're gonna need both. You're gonna need both anyway. There, that's gonna have to do. Because I don't have the gold. At all. You know, since I don't have the gold, might as well put a point of luck in. For each of them. It's always nice to have like at least a semi-small chance to not have your guys die. You never know when it comes in handy. I'd love to put in more mage lore as well, but it's gonna have to wait. I just don't have the gold. And that's gotta be it. I'll see you guys next time, and we will finally tackle the Nephilim Fortress for real this time. I do believe I'm ready.